Welcome to our coverage of the Carolina Surfcasters Association September 2024 Surfcasting Competition. We are in Green Sea, South Carolina for our third contest of the year. It has turned out to be a bit of a toned down affair as fall surf fishing is ramping up in a big way at this moment on the beaches of the Carolinas. The wind forecasts for these 2 days of competition have been modest, but experienced competitive casters can tell you that unpredicted periods of strong gusts can be in the cards despite the low speeds listed on the weather services. Let's go right down to the Aki now, where Darren Squires is setting up for his cast. Darren is a Myrtle Beach area native and is the brother-in-law of Connor Brown, who we will see later in this round. Darren is a ground caster and has broken through the 600-foot mark this weekend.
Better? It went center. It pulled you back around, which is where you need to be.
Let's check out the slow motion. Darren is tapping into an athletic background, and watching him cast, you can begin to get a sense of his potential power he is able to generate. Keeping on his current trajectory, he probably has as clear a path to 250 yards as any other caster at his level. Bob Babington has made the trip down from the Oak Island, North Carolina area. Bob is an experienced surf fisherman and longtime member of the CSCA who enjoys the tournaments partly for honing his long-range fishing skills. Looking at the replay, it appears from this angle that Bob is stepping shallow with that left foot, but still gets good body rotation. If you ever saw this ground cast performed on the beach, it would indicate to an observer that Bob is not the average surf fisherman. This is Matt Tuers, president of the CSCA. Matt has been sort of stuck right around 600 feet since his first tournament appearance 3 years ago, but there is a glimmer of progress here, as even under these lackluster wind conditions, he has hit relatively impressive numbers for himself in all the tournament weight classes. You will see Matt is stepping a little wider here than in the past, trying to really put his body weight behind the cast. Top-level casters have recommended that he add more speed to his backswing as well, which it appears he is beginning to implement with some success. Connor Brown is making his way to the Aki. You will see that Connor is modeling some of his style lately from Ryan Lambert. It is hard to put your finger on, but it seems they have both tapped into the way that bigger, more powerful athletes need to cast. Let's look at the replay. Like Ryan, Connor gives the impression that he can create such a wide arc and generate such immense power that he can easily muscle past any deficiencies in technique. Speaking of Ryan Lambert, he will be wrapping up this round. Aside from leading USA Angling's surfcasting team, Ryan has also joined up with USA Angling's surf fishing team. So we can't wait to get the reactions from competitors as Ryan launches baits over 150 yards into the surf in Costa Rica in October, which is the site of the annual Pan American Surf Fishing Tournament. We've seen quite a bit of flat arc pendulum casting from Ryan this year. The theory behind the flat arc style is that if you have enough strength to handle it, you can get a bigger, more natural arc where the rod tip starts low, like in the ground cast. The opposite would be the high swing pendulum cast, which takes advantage of centrifugal force to a larger extent and puts less stress on the caster. The CSCA would like to take a moment to thank Grassy Bay Turf Farms for the continued use of this beautiful property, and to our supporting businesses for the CSCA and surf casting throughout the United States: Carolina Cast Pro and Cast Pro Series Rods, One More Cast, Breakaway Tackle USA, Surfcast Pro Shop, and Reel Custom Reels. Let's turn to the scoreboard now to see what has been done here. Despite very light wind, most of the competitors walked away with a smile this weekend for one reason or the other. Darren Squires was punching above 600 feet for the first time in competition, and Bob Babington was not far behind in the low to mid 500 range. Matt Tuers had some success clawing back distance from disappointing performances last year and came out on top in the AA class with a personal best for the 175 gram weight class. Surprisingly, Ryan Lambert and Connor Brown were both able to push leads well out over 800 feet this weekend, and it was Connor's handling of the 175 gram sinker that earned him a personal best cast and also winning position in the elite class by 4 feet 11 inches over Ryan. That completes our coverage of the Carolina Surfcasters Association September 2024 surf casting competition. Coming up on October 19th and 20th, the CSCA will return to Windsor, Virginia for the final competition of the year. For full details on that and other upcoming events, as well as surfcasting news, go to carolinasurfcasters.org. And if you appreciate our coverage of CSCA events and want to see more as they air, click like, subscribe, and the notification bell on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. For now, we are signing off.